The B-2 Spirit flew at a cruising speed of roughly 900 kilometers per hour, about 560 miles per hour, at an altitude of nearly 50,000 feet. In just over 20 minutes, it crossed Iran's western border and entered the Middle East's most heavily defended and radar-saturated airspace. On the radar screens of Iran's Qatam al-Anbiya Air Defense Headquarters, there was nothing. No blip, no warning. The B-2 was completely invisible. He further revealed that every aircraft involved in Operation Midnight Hammer had safely cleared Iranian airspace and returned to base, without a single Iranian counterattack. According to him, not one Iranian fighter ever launched, and their surface-to-air missile systems appeared unable to detect U.S. aircraft at all. It was a military operation carried out in silence, yet it left behind shockwaves that the entire world could not ignore. At 7:30 p.m. local time, June 21, 2025, nearly 19 hours after takeoff, the B-2 exited Iranian airspace and reached a safe zone over the Red Sea. There, a KC-46 Pegasus tanker was already waiting to provide a second round of aerial refueling, ensuring the bomber had enough fuel for the remaining intercontinental flight. Without landing, without pause, without a single error, the B-2 continued westward, crossing the Mediterranean and Atlantic. After confirming the target's destruction, the B-2 immediately turned southwest, accelerating into its pre-planned stealth exit route. The aircraft switched to maximum retreat and absolute concealment mode. At the edge of the combat zone, F/A-18E Super Hornets surged forward, ready to intercept any Iranian fighters or drones that might attempt pursuit. The munition plummeted vertically toward the Fordo nuclear facility, which was reportedly buried nearly 90 meters underground and reinforced with layers of granite and concrete. Less than a minute later, a violent shockwave spread outward. The bomb had punched through dozens of defensive layers before detonating deep in the facility's core. A towering black plume rose into the Iranian night sky. No alarm sounded, no air defenses responded. Only regional seismic monitors recorded the strike, equivalent to a magnitude 2.1 earthquake. A single GBU-57 massive ordnance penetrator dropped free from the aircraft. This steel giant measured 6 meters long, weighed 13.6 tons, and carried no propulsion system, only gravity and kinetic force. Despite being a freefall weapon, the destructive power of the GBU-57 far exceeded that of any conventional bomb. In total darkness and strict radio silence, the B-2 pressed forward, unseen, unlocked, as if it never existed in Iran's skies. Once the time came, the target coordinates were locked in with military GPS, backed by the inertial navigation system and satellite verification. The pilot quickly confirmed conditions for release, and with final clearance, the bomb bay doors opened. This ghost-like stealth came from its radar-absorbing materials and upgraded stealth coatings, which not only reduced maintenance time, but also enhanced its ability to remain undetected. Meanwhile, Iran's layered air defense systems around high-value targets remained on maximum alert. From the Russian-imported S-300P Mu-2 systems to domestically built CODA-15 and TORM-1 platforms, everything was combat-ready. Yet none of them could detect the bomber as it silently passed over the Zagros Mountains, now just 160 kilometers from its target. He further revealed that every aircraft involved in Operation Midnight Hammer had safely cleared Iranian airspace and returned to base, without a single Iranian counterattack. According to him, not one Iranian fighter ever launched, and their surface-to-air missile systems appeared unable to detect U.S. aircraft at all. It was a military operation carried out in silence, yet it left behind shockwaves that the entire world could not ignore.